Hey everybody, it's Michael, and this is Meeple Station. Welcome to a new game. This is a beta version of the game, but you can go get the demo yourself at the link in my description. This game is going to be going on Kickstarter on September 4th. It's from a company called Vox Games in Australia, and developers were kind enough to send me a key. I got to stream it a little bit last night, had a lot of fun. The developer and one of their marketing community managers, I think, showed up and hung out for a little while, helped me out. So it's basically a spaceship building, a space station building game, kind of like I think I showed off Starmancer a while back. It owes its heritage to things like Dwarf Fortress and Rimworld and Space Station 13. Anyway, let's get into it. It's a beta game, so bear that in mind. There's going to be probably some issues that happen. If so, we'll deal with them as we come. The developers are working on it pretty hard, so let's check it out. If we have a tutorial option, and that will go in and show you how to do certain things. Let's just take a look at the game itself, though. So we've got a lot of different difficulties here. I'm going to play on peaceful, and we've got a lot of different resource levels from none to plentiful. This governs your starting resources. We'll go ahead and leave it on scraps. For station, you can choose bustling, which will have kind of a lot of meeple to start with and a pretty well-developed station. Decent isn't bad. Scrap starts you with a couple of empty hull sections. That one is super hard. I did that on stream last night, and my guy unfortunately died before we could get very far. We could go with basic, though, and build from there. Let's try it. Let's try off going with basic. So we're going to start up the game here. And so basically you're going to get your station, whatever initial station you've gotten, and then a surrounding universe of some asteroids and other things that we can go around and get resources from. If we scroll out, you can see there's a number of asteroids around here, and when you roll over them, you're going to see a different kind of resource you can get. This one gets you a blue crystal thing that's called Moryllium. This one gets you a purple crystal thing that is called dilithium. This one's a yellow called brothium. And we should have a red one over here. Yeah, this is called stellium. You don't always get these resources when you start up the game. So those are kind of unrefined ores. And then there's also things you can make from those. So we have steelite, we have brothite, we have morlite, we have titanite, we have cosalite. I'm not sure how you say these things. This is your inventory and the amount that you can hold. This will, if you have a refining bench, which we don't right now, you can set up tickets to make this stuff. So steelite is made from stellium. Brothite is made from, unfortunately you can't roll over it over here, is made from brothium. Morlite is made from moryllium. And now we see that titanite requires both the raw ore and the steelite that you've already refined, etc. And so you can create a ticket and set stuff up to be refined. These are our meeples right here. We've got Bothry, who's an engineer. And I don't know what that green bar and caret indicate. Is that a health indicator? I'm not entirely sure. And we have Fleg, who's a miner. You can also see the auction level when you roll over a particular level. Notice we're on this level here. This is a power cell. This is a life support unit. We've got a bulkhead here, which is kind of like a door. And we've got an airlock over here. And that's really all we start with. You can move up and down the levels using the left and right arrow bracket keys. So now we're down on the second level. There's nothing down here. You can also do some things with this display over here. This will show the exterior. This shows, I don't know what it shows, to be honest. It toggles between some layer display things that I haven't quite figured out yet. Let's turn it back on, though. And go back up here to the top. So to start out, we need to do some things. We've got a miner and we've got an engineer. The engineer can build things. The miner can go mine some stuff for us. So one of the things that we need is over here's our build menu. This is kind of structural items, bulkhead, airlock, etc. We can build tables, chairs, beds, a suit rack, which will enable us to go outside. And we probably want one of those. So let's put it down. Now we need 10 of the blue stuff and 20 of the stellium morlite. Can place it down by pressing R to rotate and just left clicking to drop it. If you want to cancel, this is a little cancel button right here. If you want to remove something that's already been built, you have to use this salvage/mine button here. Found that out on stream last night. So now we're going to build a suit rack so our miner can go outside. We also need to build a refining bench so that we can make more resources. And that's right here. There's a refinery here. It's going to cost us 50 of the silver hexagon thingies, the titanite, and 10 of these green things. Fortunately, we have some of that, so we can drop that in there. And these two things will get built when we unpause. And let's go ahead and start on it. We'll just press play. Our engineer springs into action and starts building. That's great. Our miner, he can't really do much right now, so he's just going to be hanging out. This is multiplayer in some capacity as well, and I'm not entirely sure how it works. I'm trying to place this airlock here. Now, so you got an airlock where your guy's going to want to go out. Notice that little red thing that says T on it. If I press the T key, this will be marked for trade. And we're going to build this other one over here as well so that we can use it. Now, our refining bench here, it needs a hookup to the power. So you've got a conduit that we can throw down, and it can go across right here in the middle. No big deal. Get him to build that. We don't have a guy to do refining for us, though. So let's set up this one as a trade airlock. And we're also going to want to, I think, build a bulkhead right here. Let's see if that can be done. Yeah, okay, he's going to do that. And let's pause for a second. So we want to grab some materials here. I'm thinking the steelite is going to be the most important thing for us to grab. So let's go and do a little bit of salvage mining stuff over here. You can kind of see like that goes like a little orange color, meaning that we can actually target it for mining. So let's just grab a couple of those. But be aware that you will need to change your change what level you're working on. Let's just do 5. And our guy will go. He'll grab his suit. He says he can't find an airlock. Have I marked this for trade? I have. I've marked that for trade. So let's unmark it. You gonna reset yourself, buddy? There he goes. He's putting it back on. Oh, he's in a little bit of a loop, unfortunately. Again, beta game. So he's a little confused. Let's cancel these jobs over here real quick and see if we can snap him out of it. Whoops. Unfortunately, I hope that's not going to be a game breaker and we have to reload or something. No, I think I hear him coming. Yeah, he's going now. He's jumped into action over there. Let's see. So we have our refining bench. We have our suit locker. We're going to have to wait for a trade ship, and hopefully this trade ship... Oh, here it comes. Cool little trade ship. I love the pixel art style of this. When it docks, we're going to be able to click on it and do a little bit of decision making here. Now, unfortunately, I don't believe any of these people are refiners. They don't look like them to me. I'm not entirely sure what these... you've got to only go by the picture. We don't have a rollover right now. I think these might be like administrator types, and I'm not sure what this guy is. This guy's an engineer, same as that guy. But we can buy and sell materials over here, so if we wanted to get a little bit of money, we could transfer some of our steelite over, for instance. Right now, unfortunately, you do have to click multiple times to get that to happen. There's no like, is there a shift click? Oh, there's a shift click. How thoughtful of the developers. Yeah, so now we have 405 credits, and we could buy some of these other things. Let me buy one of these things, and we'll let that guy go on his own here. Go off, leave us alone here. Let's go into the bucket over here. Now you can see that we bought some crowlite, and so we can now see how that is made. That is made using the titanite or whatever that is, and the and this stuff, the morlite. So we could create a ticket for that. You can only create tickets for what you have in inventory, so keep that in mind. And as soon as we get some of this rock, let me unpause so that guy can go on about his business. We'll see how our miner's doing over here. Well, he's working, but we're not getting anything yet. So, and we won't be able to refine it anyway, but now notice that we do have some stellium in our inventory. And so therefore we can create a ticket and throw in some of the steelite. Let's go ahead and just do, like, we'll queue up well, 11 pieces of that. That's all we can do. And those will, once you've got them in there, they'll stay in your crafting thing so that you can work. Now, one thing we don't have, let's pause. If you look at the guys here, they've got a miserable station, so that's giving them a negative, a little bit of a debuff. And you can look at either of these guys. They're going to start getting hungry shortly, though. And let's go give them some food. I think, am I down far enough? There. Let's see. A fish tank. Yeah, fish tank will give us some food. I noticed the pathing on this is a bit like on what is it called? Starship Theory, I guess. You can't put something here and then have them get into the corner. So you got to be real open about your pathing. Let's get our engineer. Hopefully we'll come build that. So he's going to make us a fish tank, and we'll be able to get food from that. They'll be unhappy because they're eating off the floor, basically. But we can get them a table and stuff a little bit later on. Hopefully this trade ship moves on about its business. Go on, buddy. And we can get a new one and get a refiner, because we're not going to be able to do a lot until we do get a refiner. If we wanted to, say, build a bed, right? We don't have 10 of the green prisms there. We could build a chair, and we could build a table. We could build one table and one chair. Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so there's a table and chair. I think they'll be able to access all of that. Our guy here, is he going to do it? I don't know. Okay, he's eating. Unfortunately, he's sad because there's no place to sit and eat, but hopefully we'll take care of that shortly. As our guy, I haven't actually gotten any more of this stuff, even though he's gone through. They do kind of move in a zigzag, too. Let's see. So you can't, reach that? Oh, now he's coming back already. That's unfortunate. Let's just give him a little bit more of that. Actually, you know what? Let's, hold on. Let's cancel. You got to get on the right level to be able to cancel. I think I do have a problem with recognizing what level I'm on. There we go. So we'll cancel those. Now, every time you notice, we're getting dirt in the station, by the way. Every time you open and close this thing, you'll lose some oxygen. And so that's unfortunate. But that's just kind of the way it goes. You want to put a bulkhead, apparently, the dev tells me. Put a bulkhead here so that you are not losing oxygen. Now, where are you going exactly? Haven't we canceled all your jobs out here? Not entirely sure, but let's trade here and see what we got. Oh, I don't think these guys are the refiners either. I wish I knew what they were. But we do know that Greblo here is a janitor. So let's go ahead and take him. This is not going to go well, by the way. I don't have a bed. The station's going to be getting miserably dirty for everybody. You can see miserable station, -5 for dirty environment, 8 standing up. I think that was a previous one. So at least they're enjoying their fish. So I guess that's good. We could. No, we really do need a. We really do need a refiner before we can do much of anything. So it's going to be luck of the draw here, unfortunately. But where is our miner? Had I left, I guess I left a job to do over there. Well, let's see about getting some of this yellow stuff. I guess we're on this level, and I guess that's okay. He can mine his way into that a little bit. And then what's this over here? This is blue stuff, yellow stuff. Where was the purple? There was some purple, right? Here we go. Here's a little bit of purple. Let's grab some of that as well. Not sure. I think it's green when it's available. I mean, like when it's queued up. So maybe he can do some of these. Yeah, green is the next job, I think, that's going to happen. And let's have a look into the build menu here to see if there's anything else we really need. So there's a laboratory that you can get later. There's a food dispenser, planting bay, a pot plant, which I assume is potted plant, but may well be a pot plant. Never know. And then we're going to need another life support container here real soon as we start adding people. We also need to start adding a little bit of room here because we're going to run out of room pretty quickly. So a life support takes 20 of these green prismy things, the coastolite, and those cost 20 apiece. Yeah, we'd have to sell a lot of stuff to get that. I think we're going to have to wait because I think I'm going to be scrimping to even be able to get the next guy we need to get. We may end up selling like all of our steelite, and hopefully that will be enough money. But anyway, let's let it go. Hopefully this guy will leave soon. And let's try to keep an eye on the oxygen. Here's O2 at 100%. Vacates completely, but it did not vent the rest of the environment. That's good. Unfortunately, we're already running low on oxygen in here because of our 3 guys. So as soon as we get this new guy, we're going to have to do some stuff to get him working. Hopefully our janitor can keep it clean over here. Unfortunately, here we're sleeping on the floor. Not going to be happy. He's got a -5 debuff for that. I'm hoping this filthy environment debuff will go away shortly. I've got it running full blast though, so hopefully we get another trade ship soon. We've got some storage containers and things we can build over here. What else is there? Fish tank, refinery, officer desk, which I don't know what that does yet. And then presumably we can grow our own food. Okay, come on. Please be a refiner in here. And I'm hoping I can remember what the guy looks like. I don't think we got a refiner. Looks like we got a scientist and administrator type and this guy in yellow. Let's take a chance on this guy in yellow being our refinery guy. And hopefully we can get 500 credits. If we can't get 500 credits from this, it might be a done deal. We might be out of opportunities here. Oh, and unfortunately our trader has run out of money. So there's nothing we can do about that. We're just going to have to let him go on. So space does pause and start the game. I don't know if there's a way by key to change the speed. And you also can't rotate the view at the moment. I would assume that would be coming, but I do not know. We've only got 43 steelite left. Can I set up a job and will it get done without a miner? No, okay. No, you definitely need a refiner to get it done, unfortunately. There is a research menu over here. I have not worked with this yet. Learn how to construct quantum engines for traveling, quantum cores for traveling, mining probes, for scouting nearby sectors. Okay. So there may be more resources out there. Large storage containers, power cells. These are apparently undefined. Energy shields. Turrets. Okay, so there's going to be some marauders at some point. Refinery maximum temperature. Okay. Make your refinery go faster. So I think this research system is getting developed, but not quite there yet. Although I have not built a desk and gotten a scientist, so it may well work. How are we doing on oxygen? Okay, we're at 100%. Not too bad, but notice these guys are at red now on their attitudes. These dudes are not in a very happy place, unfortunately. Let's see if Mr. Turquoise here has anybody. Oh, this red guy. Is the red guy the... Oh, no, the red guy's the dang engineer. We got engineers and scientists, unfortunately. I don't think these guys are who we want, but let's sell the rest of our steelite and get up to... I don't know. Let's see if we can get to 500 and leave it there. And then let them get back to it. Not much we can do till we get a refiner. We can keep on mining stuff. Are there more mining jobs to be done? Yeah, there's a couple more over here. And we have a little bit of the crystal. We are out of the blue stuff, though. So let me put some of the blue stuff on tap right here. I'm going to move up a little bit. Okay, so you can putter yourself over here and start working on getting us a little bit of blue stuff. At least we'll have this to sell. I think these all sell for like 1 credit. And you're the same old ship, right? The grid kind of gives you an idea what level you're on. I'm hoping maybe they'll put a level indicator around here. And I apologize for the road noise, guys. I don't know what is going on right here. Let me pause for a second. Well, okay. I can't even seem to pause, so we'll just roll with it and hope that the noise won't be too bad. I don't know why the road is so loud today. That would sound like the garbage truck. Hopefully you guys can't hear it as loudly as I do. Alright guys, get mining, get mining. Come on, another trade ship, please. There we go. Please have a refiner on board. Have you got a refiner on board? That's an engineer, that's an administrator. Oh my god. And a scientist. Alright, I will pause the recording and I'll see if we can survive until we finally get a mining ship, a ship with a refiner on it. And I'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, here's the next ship. I'm gonna pause it, put it on slow, and then pause it, and we'll see if we can get down to the ship to trade. This guy right here, and he only cost us 200. Let's grab him. He's our refiner, so he's going to come on board as soon as we stop it. And I also wanted to point out that if you look around these asteroids, there are places where you can actually salvage some existing materials. So there's bits of materials spread throughout the asteroids that you can get into. Let's see if our refiner guy is going to get to work here. He is. Wonderful. So we could set him up some tasks to, let's see, what can he make? Well, he can make some steelite, which I think we might already have. Yeah, we do already have some steelite. He can make some of this brothite. He can make some of this morlite. And then I think that, yeah, I think he can make some of this as well. Let's just try to make a little bit of everything. So as you see, he's going to hang out over there and do all of that. We've got the station pretty clean. Our miner is working on these things, but it's going to take him a little while to get it all. And, yeah, so we're getting to work. Probably going to fill up my storage soon, and we'll need to add a new storage container. We definitely need to create some beds and such, but we have to get some refined materials. I'm down to nothing over here. But that's how the game goes. And so, again, you can go get the demo yourself on the link in the description of the video. And check these guys out. Again, their Kickstarter starts on September 4th. So I think it's a pretty good game. It's going to be pretty cool. Lots of things to add, of course. This is the beta version, so any bugs you saw, that's why, and I'm sure they're going to be taken care of. In fact, the developer has already fixed a bug that I was encountering on stream last night. So they're definitely very into it, very much working on the project. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Hopefully you guys are interested in this too. Look forward to talking to you guys next time around. Thanks for joining me for Meeple Station. See ya. Bye.